Hello everyone, my name is Graham Ehlers Sheldon and I'm a Rosco and Sigma ambassador and filmmaker. And this is the Cinematography Challenge, sponsored by Rosco and Sigma. We're here at Sigma's Burbank location to essentially nerd out about cinematography with a heavy emphasis on lighting and optics. Today I'm joined by Chuck France. Hey Chuck, how's it going?
Hey, fine Graham, how you doing?
Not too bad, honestly. Just trying to stay cool with the hot weather in LA we're having. Tell me a little bit about your background. How did you become a director of photography?
Well, I started out many years ago in Kansas City, Missouri, working on commercials. Did everything in the beginning from grip and electric. I did the PA thing, I did art department, things like that. Could not break into camera because there's only a couple of ACs in the place, right? Because it's a small community. Decided to pick up my own camera, do my own thing. So that's been kind of my journey. I worked at the University of Kansas as a chief photographer and video person for about 6 years. And then finally in 2018 decided to move out this way.
So Chuck, a couple of quick rules that I need to get out of the way here, okay? So you're gonna select one theme, movie type, film. In fact, there's a couple of directors in there. From there, you have 30 minutes to light a single shot using any Sigma Cine Prime lens and primarily Rosco DMG Lumiere lights available to you. Fear not, I'm gonna be here to help with the setup, as well as Lacey from Team Sigma, Emily from Team Rosco, along with Alex and Zach. So that's it. We hope this series will be fun and maybe a bit educational, because the best way to improve is to test and test again and then try new things. Let's pick your cinematography subject. So
Okay, cool, sounds good.
This behind me, okay. Here we go, comedy.
Comedy, 70s sitcom, let's go for it. Cannonball Run stuff. All right, here we go.
Crime drama.
That's good, it's my wheelhouse, so that's cool.
All right, Chuck's ready to go. Come on,
Yep,
Chuck, let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right, so here's your space.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I know you were looking through backdrops
Yes.
earlier. Emily's been nice enough to set up this like kind of a woodland scene. I'm not sure where this is.
It is, well, it kind of reminds me where I'm from in the Ozarks.
Cool, so are you ready? You ready to do this? 30 minutes?
Yeah, boy, we got a lot of white in this room, don't we, guys?
This is a white square.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate
like a
you,
blank
Graham.
canvas.
Oh, Graham, I love you for that. Thank
Oh,
you
you're
so
welcome.
much. You're awesome.
All right, so
All right,
Lacey,
cool.
let's start the timer.
Started? Okay, all right, first thing, guys, if you don't mind, I need negative on this side, so a bunch of duve or floppies or something on this side. The goal, I think, here is to get a bunch of contrast going, right? That's really what we want to do. Well, I think the next thing is I want to bring my light source in, first off. Let's get that large Rosco
So
light.
yeah, that's the Rosco
Which one is that?
SL1 mix.
Immediately get some contrast on the model's face.
Any thoughts on lens choice while we're waiting on that light?
Probably a 50 is what I'm
Let's walk
thinking.
over here. Hello, Lacey.
Let's look. Hey, Lacey, how you doing?
So, I mean, you know, you have access to the 15 Classic, you
Yep.
have the 50 OG.
Let's look at the 50 and see what we get on
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna pop the 50 on
Okay, sounds
right
good.
now.
Okay, cool. Let's get on in here. Let's call it like something like that, shall we? Let's get that other light in. Once we get that in, we'll kill that work light.
Okay.
So let's fly that guy high. So what I want to do is I want to bring this light a little bit over on axis this way.
Okay.
So let's swing it about where that director's chair lives. Because
Zach,
she's dark. I like it dark on that side, but it's a little too dark.
Let's drop this.
Right? So we're talking about crime kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah, means contrast. Crime.
lots of contrast, right? Contrast and dark and moody is that's kind of what I love to do. All I've really done is I'm kind of mimicking a light source on one side, whether it's a window or whether it's a sun or whatever it is.
Right.
Right? And then over here, we just have a bunch of negative fill sucking up all of that light.
Yeah.
Because we have a bunch of white in this room, and so anything is going to just race and go crazy when you do that. So the deal is to kill it. On the white balance, where are we at on the white
So we're at
balance?
5600 currently.
Okay, so let's lose that white balance.
What do you want to go to? I can help out with that.
44.
Getting evening vibes, moonlight vibes.
Yeah, moonlight vibes, exactly, right? It's desaturated look, right?
I mean, it's either two things. Your key is probably it's either a light from a house, or it's moonlight, or it's just its own thing, which is also fine too. For the folks at home, you got to be careful with this much dark in a scene, or you end up in noisy land. So just be very careful. Well, let's see. Do you want to try a different focal length, just because we have some time?
let's try a different focal length. I have 10 minutes. Let's do a couple things. Let's try. Let's do 105. That 105 Sigma is just pretty. The really cool thing is that I do like about this FP is that it's kind of a low light monster, right? So I can really have some fun with this thing.
Can you tell me what is our intensity on the key light now, just so I remember?
3.7.
3.7 is where our intensity is.
Yeah.
You you have 97-ish% to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course. Is that 5
That's
right there?
5%.
Okay, so let's go like 7 or 8. Let's bring it up. 10. Let's go 10. Let's go crazy. Okay.
All right, so Chuck, where do you want this mini mix here?
Well, you know, let's throw some behind her. Why don't we do that? Let's take a look at that.
So like a hair light?
I would take some Duve and put it over here. I'd take some Duve and put it over here. And so now we're more directional. There you go, right there. How's that?
So it's playing a lot on her hair.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Any?
1 minute. I do have one thing. Let's kill this real quick. If we got 1 minute, kill that guy. Do you have that hard source? Can we bring that in, or do we have time?
Not in 60 seconds, Chuck.
Okay, that's all
the
right.
rules.
Then we'll just kill it. That's okay. So,
Mana, could you give me like a crouch into a stand like you just murdered somebody? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's time.
all right.
Chuck,
Sir.
great job.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go
Appreciate
out
it.
there. Let's do a post-mortem.
Sounds good.
Okay, Chuck, that was
Yeah.
30 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
was it faster than you thought?
It was fast. There's no doubt about that.
So, Chuck, if you had more time, would you have done anything differently?
I would probably have someone come in and literally Duve half the room, right? Because for me, it's all about contrast, and certainly when you're doing crimes and thrillers, it's all about a lot of contrast going on. So I literally would do half the ceiling with Duve, all the walls with Duve. I might even, if I know I'm not going to be down on the floor, I might even Duve half the floor, so it's not skipping anything off the floor.
You know what I was impressed by? I don't know if you agree, but how well the Rosco backdrops play as, you know what I mean? Because you kind of pull it out of the box and you're like, okay, it's a hill.
Yeah.
But when it's on camera, it plays like,
Yeah.
especially on the 105, that tree was a tree. I challenge anyone to think.
There is no
we weren't.
way anyone would know that. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you were at T1.5 the
Yes, I
whole
was.
time, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, which I don't want to just gloss past that because
Right.
other types of lenses, Sigma does well at T1.5.
Yes, it does.
Not everyone does.
No,
Crazy
no way.
things start to happen when you're all the way open like that.
Absolutely.
But that's one of the things I like about the Sigma Cine Primes is they hold it together. Well, Chuck, thank you so much. I
Yeah,
really
thank you.
appreciate your time. I think you crushed it.
Oh, thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks everyone for joining us. Don't forget to catch other episodes of the Cinema Challenge and follow us on our socials at Sigma Cine and at Rosco. Links right below. Also, make sure to check out future events and have a great day, everyone.